Ben and Natasha can never agree.
Whose idea was it to come here today?
It was
Tasha's.
Ben's.
So, when she had a sexy blind date,
I couldn't control it. I couldn't stop kissing him.
You don't even kiss me like that.
it was a subject for debate.
Oh, that's horrible.
Meanwhile, Ben stepped out
My eyes just poked out my head and my bottom lip dropped on the ground.
with a busty businesswoman.
I guess you're a businessman.
I was handling my business that night.
Now, will they have a change of heart?
Oh, that's horrible.
Welcome to Change of Heart, and let's say hello to our couple. They were in church doing their religious duty when suddenly he was mesmerized by the beauty of her booty. He asked her out. She initially declined, but it wasn't long before she changed her mind. Now, 5 months later, they wonder if their relationship is truly divine. Please welcome Ben Peoples and Natasha Sullivan. Now, Natasha, Ben picked you up in church, so I want to know how he's enlightened you.
We're very compatible together. He makes me laugh. He brings out the kid in me. So when we're together, we have a great time.
So it's a lot of fun?
Yes.
Good. And Ben, what about Natasha? Does she have that ability to take you to cloud nine?
Natasha, oh man, the sex is just bomb. I mean, it's just great. I mean, you know, we've been sex videos, sex movies. Oh, it's just off the hook. I can't complain.
So you're all right with all that?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
So
It's
Natasha's
lovely.
like a dream in the bedroom then,
Oh,
definitely.
man, the
Now,
dream.
what about though, Ben, when you're not between the sheets, how would you describe her?
She goes from a sweet girl to a raving bitch in 3
I have my reasons.
Terrible.
Sometimes
I mean-
we can have a nice night, just having a good time, and then it's something he do that just tick me off,
We
and I
out
become that bitch.
having a good time.
And you can't figure it out.
I can't figure out why she's upset. I just don't understand.
Well, if he's that confused about it, Natasha, do you explain to him what he's done?
I try to, but he gets so upset.
I mean-
he said I get the raving bitch, but he gets
You-
raving
look,
too.
see,
You
look,
get
you hear
very
how
upset.
she's doing now.
He
You-
gets
I mean,
very
she's
upset. He
bitching and
never lets
complaining
me.
all the
Well-
time.
He compliments girls all the time.
And that makes you crazy?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
if I
Compliments
see a nice
other
girl,
girls.
if I see a nice girl, you know, I may say, oh, she looks nice. She got nice
No,
jeans.
he
you
would
know,
say,
Nice
look,
jeans.
nice shirt.
No.
You know, I mean,
he would say, baby, look at her ass.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at her ass. Yes, you
I mean,
do.
you gotta ask. I mean,
I know I have ass, but you
You
can
got-
tell me more often.
But Ben,
you-
obviously, if it upsets her all the time, you should be able to realize that.
well, you know, I mean, she has a nice ass. I mean, you know, I
Yeah?
mean, it's beautiful. I have no reason to look at
Okay.
anybody else's butt.
So
Whatever.
now, Ben, she needs more compliments, obviously, based on what we heard. What should she do to actually get some then?
Natasha needs to grow her nappy hair.
Oh, you are
It's just
clowning.
What do you mean?
terrible.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it looks
Okay.
nice today. You
Yeah.
know, you know,
Okay.
the weave under the weave.
So,
Everything
okay.
is cool, you know.
All right.
But last time, you know, we went. I took her.
But you rather be with Pocahontas and have an ugly face with no booty.
I took her to
Is
to the beauty salon, you know, and I come in and I'm like, damn, is that all the hair you got?
Oh, yes.
He's obsessed with that. Now, Natasha, if you're willing to grow your hair out for the relationship, what should he be willing to do?
He'd be more romantic, take learning
very
lessons.
romantic.
You need to take learning lessons from
I'm
my
very
ex-boyfriend.
romantic.
No, you're not.
Oh, from the
He's-
ex.
From my ex.
Hello.
He needs to call up my ex, speak to my ex, and
What?
take lessons.
Oh, from
Because
the
he's
ex?
very unromantic. He
I
brought
bet-
one rose. I only received one rose from him.
One
From the
rose.
entire
One
time.
rose.
Is that all?
He's
One
very
rose?
unromantic.
I only got you
need
one
to take
rose.
lessons. He
Oh,
needs
my
to take
goodness.
So
lessons.
she thinks she needs a few pointers then, Ben.
Oh man, I'm the best.
Now, Ben, if you're not being romantic and she has a problem with that, what keeps you from being more romantic?
Natasha's pager is like a booty call express. It's going off all the time of the day
That is
and
not
night.
true.
Who in the world was calling you
But
at
I
3
be
or 4
with
o'clock
him.
in the
That's all
morning?
that
It
matters.
is ridiculous.
Well, I'm kind of curious,
I'm
though.
with
Look,
him.
if your pager's going off at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I mean, who's calling you?
My mother.
Good question.
My mother wants to know if I'm safe. As long as I'm with him, that's
my
all that
goodness.
matters. His
Your
phone
mother-
rings off the hook.
Your
Right.
mother, what did your
phone
mother
rings
want
off
at
the
3
hook.
o'clock in the morning?
She wants to know if I'm okay. His phone rings.
All right, wait a minute. Obviously, you guys disagree on a lot of things. Whose idea was it to come here today?
It was
Tasha's.
Ben's. It was
Tasha's.
Ben's idea.
You can't even get that right. Well, Natasha, you tell us your reason for coming here.
Because it feels like our relationship is unbalanced. It's like
unbalanced.
It's more sex and then emotional feelings.
Unbalanced?
So I would like to know if it's just about just the sex.
I mean, the sex is cool, but what do you mean
Yeah, the sex
unbalanced?
is good.
But she
our
wants more than that, is what
relationship-
you're
I want
saying.
more than
I'm
just
romantic.
more than sex. No, you're not.
At least I try to be.
No, you're not.
She's not seeing it, obviously. All right, coming up, Natasha and her date reenacted an erotic video on their night out. We're going to hear all the details next. Ben and Natasha. Natasha says Ben's compliments are gone. His attempt at romance make her yawn. So we set her up with a guy who has moves like Don Juan. Please welcome Kofi Narti. Kofi, good to see you. All right, have a seat. Right here, Kofi. And Natasha, start with the initial phone call with Kofi. What was that like?
Well, when we were talking, I was in the tub, so butt naked in the tub, and
Oh, yeah?
he was happy because he was like, "Well, woo, you're turning me on. How do you look?" So I let him know what I was looking like. So he was turned on.
There you were bubbling away. And Kofi, what about the realities of your fantasies when you finally put the two together?
Well, she told me that her nickname was Cakes because she has a nice round backside.
Cakes. Ben didn't even know that.
I didn't even know
So when
your
I
name
picked
was
her up
Kate.
and had a chance to see her, she lived up to all my expectations.
So you were okay. You were good to go
It
then.
was nice.
Natasha, what about Kofi? Did he do anything to impress you right off the bat once you met?
When we talked before, and I let him know I was into Tweety Bird, and he bought the biggest Tweety Bird, bigger than what Ben ever bought,
bought
with
you-
a rose. So
bought you a Tweety
that
Bird.
really turned me on, but not as big as his.
I bought you a Tweety Bird anyway.
Nice.
Wow, come on, Ben. That's a nice touch. He was listening to what she was into, and he brought her a big Tweety Bird. Natasha, it sounds like you guys got off on the right foot.
Yeah.
Anything he did, though, that made him lose some ground?
Yeah, when we was at the zoo, I had to ask him for a
Zoo?
churro a couple of times. So, and when I'm with Ben always, "Oh, baby, you hungry? You need this, you need
y'all
that."
went
So
to the zoo?
that kind of made me.
Y'all went to the zoo?
Yes, we did.
So Kofi, he was
okay.
starving you then?
I felt like I was being starved.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What else did y'all do at the zoo?
we had fun. We had a great time
y'all
at the
had
zoo.
fun at the zoo?
Well, I'm assuming he took you to
okay.
eat afterwards. Did he make up for the hunger pains?
He really did. I mean, he complimented me. He took me to a nice dinner. We
that right?
sat down. He sat up on me like this while I was eating my food, kissing my neck, rubbing my legs. We sat up under each other most of the time while we was eating.
Right? Now, Kofi, I want to know all these little kisses, they lead to some big kisses?
Rubbing the neck.
Unfortunately not. You know, everything was going well. We hit it off. But she was feeling a little tired. So I took her home and the date ended in a nice long hug.
Man.
So Natasha, was that the last time that you saw Kofi then before today?
No.
No? Oh, there's more.
No, we went out again. We had a great date the first time, but in the end, the way I wanted to end with a
where
great
else did y'all
kiss.
go?
So
Where else did y'all go?
we went out for a second date.
Right?
Second date.
Wait, Ben. Then she didn't get a kiss on the first date, so then she knew she wanted to have a second date. How's that make you feel?
Oh, man, kissing in the zoo? What is the zoo? What are you supposed to be in the zoo? I'm surprised they didn't snatch you up, boy.
I was too busy trying to frost the cake.
Now, Kofi, it sounds like she was on a kissing mission. Were you on the same mission?
Definitely. When I picked her up for the second date, she came out in this nice blouse, showing a lot of cleavage. So I knew it was on.
Cleavage? You showing,
lot of
you
cleavage.
showing somebody else cleavage?
A lot.
Well, a little bit.
it's
Now,
like
Natasha,
that.
you're out on your second date with Kofi. How about differences between the two of these guys, the way they drive?
Kofi drives with his hand on the steering wheel and on my leg. Ben drives with his hand on the steering wheel and his hand in his nose. Digging. He likes to go like this. And I be like, what are you digging for? It's just like so embarrassing.
Kofi, how did your romancing continue on date number 2 here?
Well, date number 2, I picked her up and went out and had a few drinks. Then I wanted to take her somewhere a little more romantic. So we went down to the beach where we got a nice view of the water, a little cuddling.
And
Water in the beach?
Natasha, were you enjoying that romantic setting? Because it can be very
I loved
romantic.
it. The water was beautiful, and he turned
take you to the
on.
beach, too.
He turned on D'Angelo new CD.
Yeah.
And he told me he was gonna perform a little show for me, so I was into it.
I bumped D'Angelo, too.
Not the way he bumps
I
it.
bumped D'Angelo. Oh!
Wait, Natasha, you got to tell us more about what kind of show he was going to put on for
Well,
you.
he said he was going to reenact the video of D'Angelo. So,
Which is
you wanna
very
see
steamy.
that?
it was very steamy.
And you want to
If
see that?
Look at Ben.
I want to
Oh
see
my
it.
God! You want to see him react the video?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
He took off his shirt. D'Angelo is just butt naked.
Yeah.
And he took off both of his shirts and he was just rubbing his head and licking his lips.
And what kind of effect did this have on you, Natasha?
My juices was flowing everywhere. The windows was steaming. I was just going everywhere. I was going crazy.
So, Kofi, you know, dude, you got your shirts off. You guys are in the car. I'm imagining that the windows are steaming up.
Steam, fog, the windows dripping with sweat.
Where was y'all at when the windows were steaming and
Well,
fogged
she told
up?
me that this guy right here isn't too romantic.
Yeah, well, that's what we heard earlier.
And he doesn't like to give massages, so I offered her a massage. I started off on her neck and her back and her shoulders.
And it was a good one.
All right.
And I decided that was the time for the real kiss.
In the car? What? The real kiss.
Wait, Natasha, did you finally get the big kiss that you were waiting for?
Yeah, I was kind of hesitant because I was feeling guilty because I was thinking about Ben.
Yeah.
So I told Kofi, I was like, we can only kiss for 4 seconds. We start to kiss and 4 seconds passed and 5 seconds, so it went to 7. It was good.
Oh, you got a few extra seconds in there.
I couldn't control it. I couldn't stop kissing him, so.
You don't even kiss me like that.
Now, Kofi, I understand actually the matching session actually ended kind of abruptly. Explain what happened.
Well, unfortunately, the parking lot security guy came.
Oh.
And he was tapping on the foggy windows and kind of
With
messed
his
up the
light?
mood with his
What do you
flashlight. So that kind of messed up the mood, so I went ahead and I took her home.
Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, hang on because we haven't heard the other half yet. Next up, find out how Ben was checking out his date in nothing but her bra and undies. Now, Ben complains that Natasha has too much attitude at the end of the evening and way too many pages in the middle of the night. So we set him up with a calm, confident woman who says the only thing she likes about her pager is the vibrate mode. Please welcome Kay Jemison. Hi, Kay. Nice to see you. Welcome. You know Ben. And Ben, I understand the date started. You picked her up at her house. What was your first impression?
Oh man, Kay, when she came out, oh man, she was looking so good and so tasty. Oh man, my eyes just poked out my head and my bottom lip dropped on the ground. It was
But
just,
it's already like that.
man.
It's already like that.
Well, that's good. Now, Kay, he seemed like he was awfully excited about going out with you. Were you feeling the same thing?
Oh man, when I got out there and I saw him, he was so adorable. He reminded me of Brian McKnight. And he was so excited. I mean, I was really excited because he had the surprise for me, and I didn't know. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect.
So you're Kay. Then you're on your way to your big surprise. How was the ride just to get there?
Oh, that was the bomb. I mean, we were bumping the music back and forth, rapping back and forth, talking. It was like
The
chemistry right
speakers
away.
don't even work.
Oh no,
So what was you bumping?
no, they were working that night.
No,
he had
they
a
don't
soldier
even
that day.
work.
Was he picking the
So Ben, you're in the car and you're on the ride. Where was your focus at this point?
You know, I was trying to focus on the, on the road or whatever, but man, I couldn't help but to focus on her breast.
Oh,
She got this nice Tyra Banks setup going on here, man.
please.
It's just bomb, man.
What a combination, Tyra Banks and Brian McKnight. I'm like, geez.
You know, hey.
All right, so Kay, you had the big surprise coming. Tell us all what it was.
Oh, you would not believe it. It was a full aromatherapy body massage from head to toe.
Head to toe.
Really? You don't even massage me. You can take her to get a massage?
Well,
Full body massage. It was the bomb.
All right.
It was the bomb. And he
All
said
right.
the date was going to be all about me, and it was.
Well, that's very nice. And Ben, what a great surprise that was. Did she ever throw any surprises your way?
Well, after the masseuse finished her massage, I accidentally walked in and saw her in her bra and panties. It looked pretty, scrumptious,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
Now, come on, Ben. You said you accidentally walked in. Now, was it really?
He accidentally walked
Well, okay,
in.
he told me to go ahead and go in the room, and I walked in, and that's what I saw her like that.
Oh, okay.
Did you turn around or did you just
Now, Ben.
I was right there. I saw it right there. I mean,
So, Ben, you got to look at it. Now, if you had to say who had the better body,
well,
Kay or Natasha, who would it be?
Kay, she got the nice, breast set up, Natasha, Natasha, I would have to say Natasha. Natasha got the good butt.
The booty. Okay.
I agree.
Okay, after he got a sneak peek at your panties there, did you get anything?
Yes, I did. When I got out, he had a dozen white roses waiting for me.
A dozen?
A dozen?
Yes,
You only
sweetheart.
brought me one. You can give me a dozen?
A dozen. I counted them all. They were over there. And I
Don't
was
give me
kind
a
of
chance
excited
to do
about it, so, I got really excited and I gave him a kiss.
Now, Natasha, here I'm a little confused because it does sound like he's got some romantic bones in his body after
Yes,
hearing
he
all
He
this.
doesn't show when he's with
Yes,
me.
he does.
So it's just a friend. It's only one day, one night. So
All right, well, let's find out if he was just fronting or not. Ben, did the romance continue after that?
Yes, it did.
Well, the romance, of course, I'm the man, of course.
Okay.
So,
he thinks he's the man.
I took her on out to a nice, romantic restaurant, overlooking the beach. We ate outside on the patio.
Yes, it was
And,
really
it was real warm, we're holding hands.
So things are heating up a little bit. But Ben, what was it about Kay, though, that made you really want to spoil her?
Well, Kay, look at her. I mean, a woman like this, deserves to be spoiled. She's beautiful, funny. She likes the same things I like, so I thought, why stop with just a massage?
I hear it. And Kay, for you, what was the most romantic part of the evening?
We were on the beach and we wanted to get closer to the water, so I thought I was just gonna get up and go. And he picks me up, okay? He takes me across the sand, his shoes getting all messed up, and he walks me down to the water and we start holding each other, and I was taken off guard.
That was like the moment for
Yeah, I was taken
One
completely off
moment,
guard.
that's all. That's
No, there was
it.
a lot of
That was
different moments.
it.
Now, the other thing about the
Night.
beach, Ben, it can be a little cold at night. Were you prepared?
Well, of course, I'm the man, of course.
You're never
Yeah.
prepared. He's not the man. He's never prepared.
So what'd you do?
I had a blanket
Where'd
over
you
there
get a blanket from?
in the back of my trunk.
Oh, you have a blanket in the back of your trunk
I had
now.
one in the back of my trunk.
Okay.
I thought I might,
All right.
pop it on out. It's a beautiful occasion, beautiful night.
So you
I
never
took the
pop out a blanket when we're together. Matter of fact, I can't remember
Like I
the last
said-
time I went to the beach.
Like I said, I had,
On our
I
day.
took the blanket.
On our
I
day.
had cocktails and everything.
Yeah,
so,
Right. Now,
nice.
Kay, you're at the beach there. Any signs of affection from Ben there?
Oh yeah, he was right behind me. He had his hand around my stomach, and every once in a while, he would like massage my shoulder, and he was like whispering in my ear, telling me how beautiful I was.
And Kay, while you guys were hanging out, did Ben talk about Natasha at all? Bring her up?
Yeah, actually, he did talk about her. He didn't have anything nice to say. He just said that she was complaining a lot. She's all into herself. I think all he
really?
said was that she had a nice butt,
So
and
you
that was
talking
it.
about me behind my butt. That's
That
all
was
you
it.
see in me as a nice butt.
That's all he said. You had a nice
That's
butt.
all you
That
see
was
as a
it.
nice butt.
Well, I mean, you do got a nice butt.
Yeah.
That's
Not it, but I mean,
it. That's it.
There's a lot more to it than that if you look.
There you go.
Thank
Ben,
you.
now did you guys stay?
Your
you
eyes.
can't speak up on nothing you don't know, bruh.
Right.
You ain't
Ben,
had
did
it
you
yet.
guys stay at the beach all
I've
night?
been there.
Well, we didn't stay all night. I would have liked to, but unfortunately, I had to take her home. She had to get up early in the morning. Businesswoman.
Right.
She had to, go to work.
And I
and
guess you're a businessman, huh?
I went on and drove her. I was handling my business that night.
All right. We'll get to the other business that's left. Was the kiss at the end of the night big enough to give Ben a change of heart? Find out next. With Ben and Natasha. Natasha was looking for a guy who would stimulate her body and her mind equally. We want to know if she found it. Ben, we're going to start with you and get your decision first. You guys have been together for 3 months. It hasn't been all wine and roses. We know that. So we sent you out with Kay. You guys had a lot of fun together. Very romantic time at the beach. What's your decision?
Well, my night with Kay was, it was nice. It was real romantic. And, I found my romantic side that she said I didn't have. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and stay.
Stay together? Okay. Kay, sorry things didn't work out for you. Natasha, Ben says he wants to stay together. We sent you out with Kofi. You guys actually ended up with 2 different dates. Great romantic times. You got the romance that you wanted from him. Your sexy time in the car when he was taking the shirts off, at the beach, the whole works. What do you say?
I had 2 nice romantic dream dates with Kofi, but I would like to have that romance in Ben. So, stay.
So you say stay together too. Kofi, sorry it didn't work out for you, man. Thanks anyway. Now, Ben and Natasha, you guys met at a church. Maybe sometime, if this works out, you'll be heading back down the aisle at a church. That is our show for today. Thanks to Kofi and Kay. Good luck to Natasha and Ben, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart.